Hi, my name is Alice Dade, and I'm the professor of flute here at the University of Missouri School of Music. Today, I'm going to play for you and explain how I practice the Missouri All-State music, set 4 this time. Well, let's get started. This scale in thirds may seem very simple and straightforward, as it should be, but try not to treat every note the same way. Try to create a beginning, a middle, and an end of this exercise. So, for example, from the beginning, I'm going for the next octave and then the next octave of A flat, and the same thing going down. So many times I hear students rush down to the bottom, and that's not what I want to hear. I want to hear you arrive to the bottom, arrive to the top, and have a nice start. So, in other words, enjoy that A flat. Don't sustain it, but keep going through and show me where you're going. Similar to the etude in thirds that we just spoke about, the common chord should have a beginning, middle, and end also. So try not to crunch together all of the notes just so that you can get there as fast as you can. Really tell a story. One thing to think about, because they're asking us to play this under a slur with every 4 notes, the tendency is to compress those notes. So try playing it in all different articulations when you're practicing, and try playing all of the keys also. You'll get used to this pattern, it will feel more comfortable, and the more comfortable you feel, the more you can express yourself while playing music. I think this etude is a lot of fun. And some of the things I'm thinking about is just that, my interpretation, making sure that it sounds lively, festive, and actually, the more you play longer lines, the better. So if you emphasize too many notes, that's creating a shorter line. So for example, I'm emphasizing almost every corner note. Try to go further along than that, something like. Do you hear the difference? I hope so. What are the notes that tend to stick out? The higher octave. So make sure that you're giving that lower octave enough attention so that the higher octave doesn't pop out. Support is going to help that. And what is support? Support is a consistent stream of air. Always think about that when you're playing. When you're a musician, it's always a chance to be an actor also. And actors are working from different plays and reciting different parts of plays that have very contrasting characters. This is a completely different character from the previous etude, and I want you to try and bring that out. It's a little more dramatic, right? Instead of being lively, uplifting, happy like the previous excerpt. So bring out that subito forte and bring out that mezzo forte. And this is a chance to show that you can play piano, but also you've got a forte in your back pocket. This etude is from one of my favorite collections. It's from Anderson Etudes, Opus 33. I believe it's number 6 in that etude book. This is a chance to be a little bit of an opera singer who has very good rhythm as you'll notice, Anderson is very specific in what rhythms he wants. There's a doubly dotted quarter note right to start, okay? So that B natural that has 2 dots, the first dot, just as a review, is half of the value of the note that it's next to. And then the next dot is half of the half, a quarter, okay? So within that doubly dotted quarter is how many sixteenths? I'll play you what I'm thinking about when I play this. That's right. There are 7 sixteenths in that doubly dotted quarter. So be really attentive to details here because he's given us so many details. On the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5th line, last measure of the line, there are 64th notes, if you'll notice, okay? So make sure that you're subdividing, preparing for those 64th notes. So I'm thinking of da 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 ba ga da ga da. I'm thinking of those 3 sixteenths within the dotted eighth, getting ready for the 64ths, because there are 4 64ths in 1 16th. Other than that, I'm just thinking about playing the trills in an expressive way and using my vibrato in a way that's not interfering with my line, but it's bringing out the beautiful expressive qualities that Anderson has put in here. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you check out his full book of etudes, Opus 33. And finally, we have Bach. We're so lucky to have Bach to play in the sonatas and Brandenburg Concerti and orchestral, I mean, so many things. But this piece was not originally for flute. It is tricky, not the most idiomatic. Play it slowly and also group all of these sixteenths so that you can practice them a little quicker than you'll ever need to. And that's the best way to practice them. So for example, the 3rd line, first measure. Make sure that there's a forward motion and that your air is going through it. But that's what I do with all of them. Okay? Because then your fingers end up working independently and you'll find that there are some places where you get really tense and that is going to hold you back in this piece. One other thing I wanted to mention is those accents that you see throughout the piece. Make sure that you back off a little bit. Don't overdo these. It doesn't mean to slam your tongue on the roof of your mouth. In fact, I think of a lighter tongue and just using my support, so there's almost a ha behind that note when you see an accent. Accents can be expressive, don't forget that. That's it! We're done! This has been so much fun. Please follow me on Instagram at Dade Alice, where I have a lot of practice videos and performance videos, little pedagogical thoughts, as well as just practicing thoughts, because I'm practicing the same as you are. Make sure that you watch these videos and consider how you would like to take the information. Every flutist, every musician, every person is different. So make sure that you're having fun, that you are feeling prepared well in advance of the audition. And I can't stress enough that you should be playing other music as well. I find that if I'm only practicing what is coming up, it puts this really strange stress on me. So that if I just play music that makes me feel good and that I enjoy playing, and maybe even post a video of it, then I just feel a little more grounded. So make sure you do that. Have fun on the day and best of luck.